My beloved brothers and sisters, money itself is not evil. Money is a tool. It can be a means of worship or it can become a source of destruction. What gives money value is not the amount, but where it comes from, how it is used and where it is kept. Many people work hard, earn halal, yet they still struggle. They ask, why does my money disappear? Why does it never stay? Why do I feel poor even when I earn? And sometimes the answer is not in how much you earn, but in how you treat the money Allah has already given you. Today I want to speak to you about something very important. There are places where money should never be kept. Not because of superstition, not because of fear, but because these places slowly remove barakah from your wealth. And when barakah is gone, no amount of money will ever feel enough. So listen carefully, not with fear, but with understanding. 1. Never keep money tied to haram income or mixed with it. My brothers and sisters, the first and most dangerous mistake people make with money is allowing haram income to sit alongside halal income. This is not a small issue. This is not something light. Even a tiny amount of haram mixed into your wealth can quietly remove barakah from everything you own. People often underestimate this. They say it's just a little interest from the bank, or it was only one dishonest deal, or I had no choice, or everyone is doing it. But Allah does not look at what everyone is doing. Allah looks at what is pure. Allah does not measure the way human beings measure. We look at numbers, we look at amounts, we look at how much is coming in. But Allah looks at the source. Allah looks at the intention. Allah looks at whether the wealth is clean or contaminated. A glass of clean water becomes harmful if even a drop of poison is mixed into it. In the same way, halal wealth loses its sweetness when haram is allowed to touch it. When money is earned through interest, cheating, lying, deception, fraud, exploitation, injustice, or taking advantage of people's weakness, that money carries no peace with it. Yes, it may increase your bank balance. Yes, it may help you buy things. Yes, it may make you look successful in front of people, but inside something starts to break. You feel restless for no clear reason. You feel irritated more easily. Small problems turn into big arguments. Your home feels tense. Your heart feels heavy. You start asking yourself, why is nothing enough? Why am I still stressed? Why does happiness not stay? This is how haram wealth behaves. It does not announce itself loudly. It destroys quietly. It eats away at peace slowly. It brings bills, but it also brings anxiety. It brings comfort, but it removes contentment. And many people never connect their inner struggle with the source of their income. The Prophet ﷺ warned us clearly that Allah is pure and accepts only what is pure. If we want barakah in our money, in our homes, in our children, and in our lives, we must be brave enough to separate ourselves from anything that displeases Allah. Even if it feels difficult, even if it feels slow, even if it feels like everyone else is moving faster than you. No dua reaches its full strength when the hands are fed with haram. No charity fully shines when its source is dirty. No wealth lasts when its roots are poisoned. You may not see the damage immediately, but over time it always shows. That is why the believer chooses purity over speed, halal over shortcuts, and barakah over numbers. 2. Never keep money hidden from obligatory charity and zakat. My beloved brothers and sisters, another place where money loses its barakah is when it is hidden from zakat. Money that is kept away from zakat is money that is locked, restricted, and deprived of Allah's blessing. Zakat is not a tax. Zakat is not a loss. Zakat is not a burden. Zakat is a cleansing. Many people misunderstand zakat. They think they are doing a favor to the poor. They think they are helping Allah. But Allah does not need our money. The poor do not benefit Allah. It is we who benefit. Zakat purifies your wealth the way water purifies the body. When zakat is removed, the remaining wealth becomes lighter, cleaner, and more blessed. When someone hides money to avoid zakat, they believe they are being smart. They believe they are protecting their future. But in reality, they are suffocating their wealth. They are cutting off the very source of increase. Allah has never promised increase through hoarding. Allah has promised increase through giving. Many people complain, my money never stays. No matter how much I earn, it finishes. Expenses keep coming from nowhere. And yet when zakat time comes, they delay. They say, let me settle first. Let me become stable first. Let me wait until next year. But Allah says, give and I will replace. Allah's promise has never failed, but people's trust often does. Zakat removes greed from the heart. It softens the soul. It reminds us that money is a trust, not ownership. When wealth circulates for the sake of Allah, it gains life. When it is locked away out of fear, it begins to rot spiritually. Even if the numbers grow on paper, the benefit shrinks in reality. True security does not come from stacking money. True security comes from knowing that Allah is pleased with how you handle what He gave you. When zakat is given properly, wealth feels lighter, stress reduces, contentment increases, and somehow, even with less, life feels more manageable. This is the miracle of barakah. It cannot be explained by mathematics. It can only be experienced through obedience. 3. Never keep money in places of neglect and disrespect. My brothers and sisters, another place where money immediately loses its barakah is when it is treated with neglect and disrespect. This is something many people do without realizing its spiritual impact. Money is not something we worship, but it is a provision from Allah, and anything that comes from Allah deserves respect and responsibility. When money is thrown carelessly, left under dirt, placed in filthy areas, crushed, stepped on, or treated like it has no value, it reflects an attitude of ingratitude. And ingratitude is one of the fastest ways to lose blessings. Allah reminds us again and again in the Quran that gratitude increases blessings while neglect causes them to disappear. Some people say it's just money, but remember, it is not just paper. It represents food for families, education for children, shelter, health, and stability. When Allah gives provision, He watches how we handle it. Do we treat it with care, or do we treat it with arrogance and carelessness? Respecting money does not mean loving money. It means recognizing that it is a trust. When money is left in dirty places, mixed with filth, kept in unsafe conditions, or constantly lost due to carelessness, barakah quietly leaves. You will notice that money slips away faster. Unexpected expenses appear. Things break. Repairs increase. And you wonder why you are always struggling even though you earn. This is not magic. This is a spiritual reality. Blessings stay where appreciation lives. When you treat Allah's gifts lightly, they begin to leave lightly as well. Gratitude is not only saying Alhamdulillah with the tongue. Gratitude is shown through behavior. It is shown by protecting what Allah has given, managing it responsibly, and not wasting it. The Prophet ﷺ taught us to be balanced, not wasteful, not careless, and not extreme. Wasting money, losing money through negligence, or being careless with spending is also a form of disrespect. Money that is wasted unnecessarily carries no barakah. Even halal money, when misused, loses its benefit. A believer is mindful. A believer plans. A believer respects blessings without becoming attached to them. When money is kept organized, handled responsibly, and used wisely, Allah places peace in it. When it is treated with neglect, Allah removes ease from it. Remember, my brothers and sisters, barakah does not come from how much you have. Barakah comes from how you treat what you have. Two people can earn the same amount, but one lives comfortably and peacefully, while the other struggles constantly. The difference is not income. The difference is respect, responsibility, and gratitude. If you want Allah to protect your wealth, you must first protect the blessing of it. 4. Never keep money that is meant for others. My beloved brothers and sisters, one of the most dangerous places where money loses its barakah is when it is kept, even though it does not truly belong to you. This includes money that is owed to someone, money that is held as a trust, money taken as a loan, wages that should have been paid, or any amount that is delayed without a valid reason. Many people underestimate this matter, but in the sight of Allah, the rights of people are extremely serious. When money is meant for someone else and you keep it as if it is yours, that money carries a heavy spiritual weight. You may convince yourself by saying, I will return it later, or I need it right now, or they are not asking yet. But delaying the rights of people does not make the responsibility disappear. It only increases it. Even if the person is silent, Allah is not unaware. The Prophet ﷺ warned us clearly that delaying payment when one is able to pay is a form of injustice. Injustice does not always look like oppression with force. Sometimes injustice looks quiet. It looks like postponement. It looks like excuses. It looks like ignoring messages. And every day that money is kept wrongly, it blocks barakah from the rest of your wealth. You may notice that when you hold on to money that is not yours, problems begin to appear. Your earnings feel tight. Your expenses increase. Peace disappears. You become easily irritated. Your heart feels unsettled. This is not a coincidence. Wealth that carries the rights of others cannot sit peacefully with the soul. Even if the amount is small, the impact can be huge. Islam teaches us honesty, transparency, and responsibility in financial matters. If you are struggling and cannot repay immediately, Islam does not demand the impossible, but Islam demands truth. Speak, explain, communicate. Ask for time with sincerity. Allah puts mercy in honesty even when you are weak, but Allah removes barakah when someone pretends, avoids, or deceives. This also includes salaries and wages. If you employ someone, if someone works for you, if someone provides a service, their payment is their right. Delaying wages, cutting payments unjustly, or making excuses after benefiting from someone's effort is extremely dangerous for your barakah. The Prophet ﷺ warned us about this strongly, reminding us to give the worker their wages before their sweat dries. Money taken unjustly does not stay long. It may solve today's problem, but it creates tomorrow's hardship. A believer understands that success built on injustice is not success. It is a test that will collapse sooner or later. Even if people forget, Allah never forgets. My brothers and sisters, wealth becomes heavy when it carries oppression. It becomes light when it carries honesty. If you want Allah to put peace in your earnings, clear the rights of people from your wealth. Return what is not yours. Fulfill what you owe. And if you cannot, be truthful and humble. Barakah does not live where injustice lives. Barakah lives where fairness, trust, and sincerity are protected. 5. Never keep money stored with constant fear, anxiety, and obsession. My brothers and sisters, another place where money completely loses its barakah is when it is stored in a heart filled with fear, anxiety, and constant worry. This is something many people experience today, yet they do not realize its spiritual danger. They have money, but they never feel secure. They earn, but they never feel relaxed. They save, but they are constantly afraid of losing it. And slowly, that fear itself becomes the reason their money stops bringing